Discover holiday steals with big savings at Ashley, like this queen panel bed for only $3.99, or this
And here we go, live on a Wednesday night. It's that time. I'm Coach, and I'm waiting on my counterpart to get in here. I think he's here now. I'm Coach, and I'm with
Casey.
And we are
Faithletic The Podcast.
There you are. Let me get your mug here.
I was there. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't see you at first.
It's a whole mess.
There we are. There we are, live in color. We're here. We're back. Or something like that.
We made it.
I'm telling
we
you,
made it for sure.
There's more gremlins in this thing, or it's just me, because all my, pretty much my overlays are gone. Just poof.
They just decided not to be there anymore. They were done.
Overlays, what do you want to call them? All my cool ones that I had. My countdown timer's gone. It's not there. It's like all these little gremlins got in there since 2 weeks ago. Was the last time we did it, and I didn't catch it until like, well, where's my countdown timer at? It's gone. And then
that is bizarre.
And then I knew my overlays were gone, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna wing it. And then when I noticed my countdown timer gone, I'm like, okay, that's enough. Enough already. Come on.
It's a mess.
So,
what a mess.
Anyway, we missed last week. You had obligations. I really didn't feel like it. Those that are joining me, I just had hip replacement. Actually, 4 weeks from today. 4 weeks ago today. Had my hip replaced. I'm almost without a cane, except my knee's killing me, and I didn't have any problems with my knee before I had hip surgery. So, go figure.
Hey, I mean, you're living like Tyreek Hill right now.
Well, at least not that bad. Did they do surgery on him today or yesterday or whenever?
I think, yeah, they did surgery on him. Like, it was so bad that he, like, tore his vas deferens, which means that he had an involuntary vasectomy in the process.
What?
Yes. That's how severe This was. It went all up his knee, up to his groin, everything. It was
He
terrible.
didn't look like he was
It
hurting
was,
that bad when they were carting him off. Did they already give him
uh,
pain medicine?
no, they said that sometimes is like a complete. His reaction was complete shock.
Yeah.
Like he was in complete shock.
Yeah.
His brain was not functioning with how much pain was actually going through his body.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was hurting that bad.
No, it didn't. It didn't look like it. But I was like, holy cow, that's insane.
Well, he's done for the year. Ever?
He might be done for his career.
Yeah. It
So
look,
it's
it looked bad when he rolled up, but when you first see it, it doesn't like what happened there.
yeah,
I
he
see the
just
slow motion enough to see the whole thing, but I saw the replay and I'm like, what? I can't figure out what he did.
it was one of the crazy like freak injuries out there that I've seen that it didn't look that bad, like you said, but all of a sudden
When he
it
rolled
was
up,
awful.
you
Yeah.
know, when everybody goes, oh my gosh, his legs all cockeyed, and I thought that
Mm.
ain't good. That's not
Can't be good.
No. I have some news to break to you.
Is it that the Kansas City Chiefs are who they thought we were?
Actually, it is not, but it has almost everything to do with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
And I'll give you a hint. It has almost everything to do with the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Are they moving back to Dallas?
You had already heard about that. That happened.
Yeah.
So, what are two common denominators the Cowboys and the Chiefs have this year?
Let's see. I don't know. Good quarterback play.
No.
What is it?
Are they playing each other this year?
Yes, on Thanksgiving Day.
Guess what?
What?
I'm going.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm going.
How did you? What? How did you pull that
Oh,
off?
I'll tell you off air.
Holy cow!
I'll call you when we get off the show.
You know a guy. You called Jerry. You blackmailed Jerry, didn't
Something
you?
like that.
What dirt do you have on him?
Well, I can't tell you. That's why I have to tell you off air.
Probably.
On air. I don't have the dirt no more. Watch somebody's listening to this and like, Jay, this guy on the podcast got
this guy. Wait a second. What do you know? That is insane because those tickets are really expensive.
Tell
That's
me
what kind of
about
deterred
it.
us. That's what deterred us from going. It's like we're not spending $400 to just get in the building and sit in that
get 'em for that.
500 level.
Well, so before the season started, you'd be lucky to find anything less than 1,000 anywhere.
Yeah, it was insane.
And you can get nosebleed for $5, maybe $4.50. They've gone down.
Are you in Jerry Sweet?
No.
Gosh, okay, you're not going to tell me.
I do know a guy.
I figured you knew a guy. You know lots of guys.
I know a couple. Like,
you know a couple.
Say, I got a guy.
You got a guy. You got more than a few guys. Yep, you got a guy.
I'm the
and there
rings on somebody. Hey, we need an attorney. Oh, I got a guy.
I got a guy. I can call somebody for sure. You got a plumber? Yep. Got one of those too. Yep.
I got a guy. Might have one.
Dusty Rhodes.
A couple of guys.
No, Dusty Rhodes was the. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, equal opportunity.
A few people. I wished I knew more than I knew, or I wouldn't be in this position I'm in right now. But whatever. No. I have as much juice as I thought.
You poor soul.
Well, what I've been through for the last 9 months or 10 months, going up on 10 now. You would think I'd know somebody to get me out of this hellhole I'm in, but I don't have that much juice.
Yeah, that verse that the Lord will give you more, won't give you more than you can handle. So crap. We know that. To take it out of context. Well, now we're going to move to therapy, guys, on air. So that's we have to talk off.
How are you, man?
Dude, I am
like
clearly
in person. I haven't seen your face in person in forever.
That is true. We are in the thick of it now. Basketball started today, so parent-teacher conferences last week. We're in the middle of it for sure. But I was able to go see one battle after another this weekend. One of the best movies in the past decade, I think. Did you see it?
We can talk about it off air.
You didn't like it, did you?
We can talk about it off air.
Oh, dang, man. I thought it was fantastic.
It's long.
It's long, but it's going to win everything, too. It's gonna. Oh yeah, for sure. Like critically acclaimed, like across the board, like critics wise, it's universally like just phenomenal. Like reviews. It's got 98% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
I don't generally
pay
attention to Rotten Tomatoes much. I will.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and right now its letterbox score is at 4.5.
98 on critics and 85 on general audience.
It's insane. So you're going to be the one that the deterrent from it.
All right.
Leo was just give it to me.
No, I'm just mood breaker, I guess. Because anyway, your thoughts on Gundy? Dismissal.
You're going completely different. Gundy. Again, we're going to disagree on this too. It was like it's a mix of. Okay, we're really thankful for what he's done for all these years. And I've really moved to more of like an objective observer of OSU. I watch most of their games. I don't know if I'd consider myself like as much of a fan as maybe most, but given the choice between in the state, I'd probably lean OSU, although lately I really like Brent Venables, but that's neither here nor there.
I like Brent Venables.
I like Venables. I like this OU team a lot this year.
I don't know if I like
I think
I like him.
Yeah. I like Venables.
I have a hard time rooting. You and I probably have the same thought processes. It's really hard to root for OU, and we both know that.
And that's the thing is like I really like the players. I like the team. I don't like the brand. I think that's the thing is how I would put it.
It's more than the brand to me. It's the fan base.
Yeah, it is, and I don't. It's not that I'm trying to indict a fan base. It's just I don't think the fan base is any good. I'll say that, it's weird. And it's an SEC school, and I feel like it's the least SEC out of the SEC schools. If you ask me,
you probably.
Their stadium feels like a library to me. And it's just I don't know. Anyway, that being said,
going back to Gundy.
Yeah, looking at just kind of from a more objective perspective, it's like I don't know what you could possibly do, or how it could get possibly worse than it did than losing to Tulsa at home. Like it's an objectively bad loss, And then on top of that, the objectively bad loss at Oregon that you just get absolutely like, yeah, and it's not like they're expected to win that game, right? Like you're not expected to beat Oregon that goes into Happy Valley on a whiteout like and wins the game. Like we're talking about a top three football team for a reason, but to be to be beat as bad as they were that game, and then on top of that, losing to Tulsa, and then your track record last year of losing to South Alabama and going 3-12, like or 3-9. It's 2 years of this now. The writing's on the wall.
The Oregon game used to be games made for Gundy.
Yeah, and you're right. You're absolutely right. Is that he would come up and surprise people, and so you're. And really, that's what got them so much like love in 2012 is that they beat everybody, right? You have one game in Ames that kind of screws things up in a bad way,
2011,
but
yeah, you're right.
But yeah, 2011.
They got a conspiracy to keep them out of college football, the championship.
I totally buy into that, and like if they wanted to claim that title, I would let them.
Well, they should have been playing for it.
I know. I've come around on that. It's like if they wanted to claim the title, they probably could because they did win they won their bowl game, right?
Yes. And here's the part that it's hard to grasp because, yes, I understand that the ESPN wanted to have two SEC schools, name brand schools, LSU and Alabama in the championship game. But to me, there's never not a better storyline than Les Miles against Mike Gundy.
Right, and on top of that, it's like that. Remember they hailed that game as the game of the century earlier in the season. The score was 9-3.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's run that back. That's what that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Just because they lost in Ames. And their conference championship, their conference champions
did not.
And Alabama didn't. It's like, what?
Didn't he play for?
That's confounding to me.
Yeah, it was set up. And
yeah, I don't disagree.
That's why it's hard to not.
And then you had people like me even living in Chicago at that time. I'm like, this is wrong. Like, I hated that we had to see Alabama LSU again after it was such a boring game before, and then they run it back and it's like it's the same story. Mm-hmm. Nothing changed. Yeah. It's like, oh, we got what we got out of it. Like, I don't. You could have had the best defense in the nation versus the best offense in the nation, and that's one of the best offensive teams of all time.
It was
that 2011 squad. So all that to say is like you have to realize like there's no doubt that Mike Gundy is put on the map or put Oklahoma State on the map. So that's the tension that you're dealing with for sure. Is like I understand the figurehead will always be beloved. That. But you can't deny how tired he looks and how tired of the job he looks and how his players respond. Like, he doesn't have this.
The only difference that I have in this is the timing of the whole thing.
I
agree it was time to make a move, but and I get from the it's like I'm generally my role in my job is to find people who, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but find people who want to be there. Like if you've got somebody that's in charge of a bunch of people, and they don't want to be there, and they come to you and go, well, I think I'm done, but I want to go ahead and work till the end of the year. Don't think that's going to work out for me.
Right.
So I get it, and I understand that. What worries me is who's going to take. You're going to lose people that want that job or might want that job, who might be the best fit for that job because they're going. He just ran the guy that won more games than anybody in the history of the program out of town. Why would I want that job?
You're not right, but I also don't think they ran him out of town. I think he ran himself out of town.
Well, maybe. But I've got mixed feelings over it. You know, I'm a huge Gundy fan. 5 years ago, I'd say he's, one of my favorite coaches in college football. I mean, him and P.J. Flick and Dabo Swinney, Mark Richt, probably my 4 favorite coaches. And Dabo's got the same problem right now. I mean, it's not as bad, but
it's pretty bad. But
yeah,
it's not as bad. It's not as bad because he has national championships attached to his name.
Yeah.
And really, it's like, okay, there's some sort of safety net there. It's like, who are you going to get better than Dabo? Really? No. No, and Dabo will be swooped up by Alabama before the end of this. No, Alabama will take him by the end of this sentence if he were to leave that job, because DeBoer's probably out. You could probably guess at the end of the year unless something crazy happens.
He's been there 2 years.
I know, but it's the job after Saban. It's the guy after the guy that, there's a level of expectation there that, they fell into. I think their down years in the 2000s probably scares a lot of boosters away. Is because they were so down.
They got beat by like Louisiana Tech or somebody.
Yeah, they were so down.
Those teams the same year, I think.
Yeah, and so I think that is in the
Saban's first year. They got beat.
Yeah, I just think that's in the distant rear view for them. Or not so distant. Like it's close enough that that's been felt before.
Here's a scary thought for you. So the guy that actually was their interim coach when OSU played them in a bowl game, whatever year that was, this year before Saban got there, was the guy that almost ended up Oklahoma State coach before Les Miles.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of his name right now. But they did one of these good old boy coach hires, or were going to, and the booster said, nah, that ain't going to work for us.
Right.
Same guy. And
interesting.
I mean, he couldn't coach his way out of a paper bag, but I can't remember.
Because we can't even remember his name, obviously. So
they almost
right.
He was actually the head. He was the guy they were going to hire when they fired Bob Simmons. And I can't remember who the AD was. Oh, it was Jerry Don Phillips. It was one of those. Jerry Don Phillips. He was the AD. He ended up at Clemson, right? When the AD at Clemson.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But he was going to hire his buddy to coach the Cowboys, and this guy was terrible. All right, here I got a question for you.
All right.
What's a better job, Arkansas or Oklahoma State?
I actually thought about this earlier. Is Arkansas? I was thinking about Arkansas and UCLA. Those jobs are open too, but obviously,
aren't they kind of on similar paths though?
You would think, but yes. However, I mean, obviously, oil money gets fed, and they get fed into both. Honestly, it's the boosters.
So you know
it's the boosters at Arkansas that I would take, but you're dealing with the Arkansas crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people realize how crazy Arkansas fans are.
I know how crazy it is. I was spent there.
Yeah, you went there, but they're so
they're not.
They're like sneaky, like crazy. I actually read a story about how somebody. So one of my buddies is. I have a group of about 12 buddies that are in a fantasy football league, but we really like Saturday. That group text is full of just texts about college football. They're probably bigger college football fans. And I have a buddy that was the medical trainer at Alabama, has a championship ring and everything. And one of another good buddy is from Arkansas, and they were getting into it about Sam Pittman and whatever. And my friend said he doesn't like Alabama fans. That Harvey Updike is the norm. Is what he said, and I laughed. I said, "Wait a second. You had a CEO of Beyond Meat. This is a real life story. Bite the nose off of an opposing fan parking lot.
Yeah.
That is a real thing that happened in an Arkansas football game.
They're crazy.
They're crazy. And the way that they go after it is almost like a mini Arkansas mob in Northwest Arkansas that exists. So you have to deal with the Arkansas crazy there. Here you have to deal with being. You have to deal with at LSU. You have to deal with being a little brother, which I hate to say, but it's a reality.
Well, it isn't so much now because they don't play each other.
Right, but they don't play each other, but it's the same thing as I don't know, man. I get that they don't play each other, but you're still. I don't know. It's still like an unspoken competition.
True.
That the people are still talking about OSU versus OU and Bedlam games that do exist and all that. Like
I won 2 of the last 3 years too.
What's that?
OSU won 2 of the last 3 years, and they just OU's.
Right.
So.
The last time they played, they OSU won.
Yeah. They beat them. They beat them at home 3 years. Well, the last 2 years, they're both their home. The last 3 years, they won both their home games, and they lost it at Norman. But the year, can't remember who the quarterback was. Caleb Williams was 1 year. Maybe he was the last year. I can't remember. But they beat them twice in Stillwater in the last 3 years. 2 of the last 3 years.
Not Caleb Williams, because he went to USC.
He lost to Caleb. Caleb Williams beat him, or he beat Caleb. They beat Caleb Williams. One of them.
Caleb Williams didn't play for OU though.
Yeah, he did.
He played for USC.
Yeah, he was at OU first because Lincoln Riley was there.
That's right. You're totally right. I totally forgot that.
Over there whining because
oh my gosh, you're absolutely. I totally blocked that out of my mind. You're right.
It was the first of those 3 years, and then I can't remember who the quarterback was the final year for OU.
I don't remember who that was either. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that Caleb Williams went to OU. Duh. Which he's balling, by the way.
Of course. So it's not whatever. But so you got any thoughts on who the next coach at Oklahoma State is?
No idea.
I don't either.
No idea.
I mean,
I think you try to bring in there's a couple names out there and I can't remember. They're escaping. The one is escaping me. The offensive coordinator in Atlanta.
I'm talking about Zach Robinson.
Zach Robinson, yes.
I like him.
Zach Robinson.
He has no head coaching experience.
But OSU grad, all of that, young. You want to bring in somebody. You probably, since you really have nothing to lose, like something like that would make sense. Where you have what's that?
Very Gundy-ish hire.
Right, but younger.
Not much younger. Gundy.
Zach Robinson's like
when he came to OSU, and Zach's 34. Not that much different.
Right. Compared to Gundy right now.
But what I'm talking about the path. Former Oklahoma State quarterback, offensive coordinator. That's what Gundy was when he came as the head coach. Because he didn't have any head coaching experience either. He wasn't a head coach.
Right. So I think that's a good hire. The North Texas coach would be good, or UT San Antonio.
What about the guy at Tulane? John Sullivan.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember his name either.
John Summerall.
Oh, yeah, it would be a great hire.
He's a Kentucky guy, though, so if Mark Stoops is out at Kentucky, he could end up at Kentucky. But I like him. Of all the people they've mentioned outside of Zach Robinson, I kind of like him the best, I think.
Stoops isn't going to get fired in Kentucky. There's no way.
Well, then he's not going there then. But he's
just
a lot of jobs.
there might like I don't know, Mark. That Kentucky job is probably the most cush job in the SEC.
Because you got no pressure.
You have no pressure. Out of all the SEC schools, that easily has the least pressure. And you go 6-6 in that team. That they're happy.
Yeah.
And you're competing in games. Like that to me is ideal. So I don't know if Stoops leaves.
All right. So Gundy out at OSU, Sam Pittman out at Arkansas. Outside of those two, who's on the hot seat?
Oh gosh! And then on top of that, you still had Deshaun Foster get fired. You had Brent Pry get UCLA. Brent Pry from Virginia Tech got fired. There's one more that I'm missing, a biggie. That I'm missing. But who's on the hot seat? DeBoer. DeBoer's on the hot seat.
Alabama.
Dabo. I don't think Dabo's on the hot seat.
I don't either. If they are, they're
I don't think Dabo's on the hot seat. Oh, Florida. Yeah. Napier. Billy Napier for sure is on the hot seat.
He's gone.
He's good as gone. I'm surprised they haven't fired him yet, honestly. Trying to think who else would be up. Luke Fickell's on the hot seat as well at Wisconsin.
Which surprises me, maybe because his style of offense didn't adapt to Big Ten. I don't know, but some other schools are running that kind of offense.
You didn't understand that Wisconsin is just beef. You just need beef. Yeah.
A cloud of dust.
That's what works. Like somebody, I was like, no job has ended well, or no coach has really ended well at Arkansas in the past 20 years. They said probably the best is Bielema, honestly. And then he just goes back up to Illinois and is doing what he's doing now.
I kind of like. I thought Houston Nutt did a pretty good job when he was there.
Oh yeah, it just didn't end well for him.
Well, that's true.
All
right, well, I got one to throw at you here.
Hootie was great. I love Houston Nutt at Arkansas, and Gus there.
That's what I was just talking about. Did they hire Gus?
Oh gosh, how fun would that be? Holy cow! What a story that would be if they brought Gus Malzahn back. Holy cow!
It was bad. He was the head coach at
Springdale.
Where is it?
Yep.
Springdale. Right?
Springdale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Houston hired him.
Yes, because he had 7 undefeated seasons in a row.
Yeah.
Like that whole story, the Springdale 5, he brings in 5 players with him, and Gus just does his multiple offense craziness. What's hilarious this week is that Gus and Scott Frost beat Bill Belichick like 2 weeks ago. Just absolutely destroyed him. I love that. I think Gus.
Well for Bill and his girlfriend.
No, too bad.
Nobody
likes you anymore, buddy. Turns out you might. Yeah.
Have you seen the video?
No, I guess I haven't.
You gotta watch the video. Kevin James is the boyfriend. It's hilarious.
That's funny.
Nobody
love
likes
Kevin
your
James.
girlfriend. That reminds me of his girlfriend. Nobody likes your girlfriend, man.
Nobody likes your girlfriend. You did this to yourself. You wrote it's like, did he really ride the coattails of Tom Brady for all those years?
It kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Kind of feels that way.
I don't look. I think they probably needed each other. Although Brady did win one without him, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think they needed each other just as much as Mahomes needs Reed.
Well, he's out of touch with college athlete. I'm sure. I mean,
do you want to go talk to 20-year-olds right now, dude?
Old. I mean, come on.
Yeah. How do you have in common with a 20-year-old right now?
I mean, I probably better. I have a bunch of them, so.
You know what? I say that, but you probably would get along better.
Yeah.
You would get along better with 20-year-olds than Bill does.
Yeah, probably, and plus I've done a lot of research, so it helps.
Sure. Do you think Bill does any research? It's not football.
I don't know. Maybe he
He
just from the wrong person.
What's still funny to me is still thinking about that first night where they went all Dion with him.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna bring Michael Jordan in and Julius Peppers and
first drive was great.
First drive was awesome, and then ever since it's just been total nonsense.
National championship this year, and just the wheels fell off.
No, because college football is more about the Jimmys and Joes than it is the X's and O's. Like, that is it's just the truth.
It is.
Go back and look at every national championship team. They have like this guy and this guy and this guy. They, you know. So. What's that?
He should understand that better than anybody. Does he?
Yeah, absolutely.
This year?
I don't get it. It's like, and he thought that maybe like the Patriot way could work in college, and the equivalent of guys. Think about all the just weirdo guys that did great for him those years, that did buy in and all that. The Deion Branches of the world and the Kevin Falks and all of that were just kind of mid, but hey. This doesn't work in college football. It just doesn't. Because you have to play some of these super teams. I mean, I think about that LSU team from 2017 now, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. And that's a crazy team that you're going up against. Yeah. Was that 2017? Oh my gosh!
In the last month or so, he's dancing at a wedding with his shirt off. Did you hear about that?
Bro, that as he should.
Huh?
As he should. You get paid that much money, he's like, I don't have to do this ever, like to get bought out.
He didn't get that much though.
Yeah, he did. He got that 17 mil.
Well, but that's I guess. But how much did Jimbo Fisher walk away with at Texas A&M?
Probably more. He's just out buying a boat. He's out buying boats right now. That's honest to God. He's working at the ACC network or the SEC network, and it might be an ACC network. And people have seen him at fish auction or like boat auctions and stuff like that, living his best life.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yep.
That's my favorite. This is my favorite thing about college football anymore is the drama with coaches.
It is funny.
It's real. I've been really locked in on it this year, and really more locked in on college football than I have been the past couple of years, I would say.
Well, the coaches have almost got to reinvent themselves to a certain degree to try to hang on to these kids and keep them out of the portal.
Yeah.
They do something crazy or, hey, I love playing for this guy. They just kind of act a little off cuff.
Well, yeah, you have a guy like Dylan Raiola last year who goes 8-4 at Nebraska.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be a first round pick, and they half expect, but not half expect, they like fully expect him to go, and for him to stay. It's like he became a cult hero for him to stay around, and I mean, dang near beat Michigan, and so that's the thing is like, how are you gonna build on these a program with it, and I think that's where Dabo got his idea from, is like, you can't build a program with it being a revolving door, and so I think that's why he was so against the portal at first, and he uses it now. I don't know how well.
He should have plenty of support, though, financially.
Yeah. Yep.
You would think.
You would think.
What was I going to say? I had a question for you, and it's gone off the tip of my tongue. We're talking about Dabo. Did you watch any of the LSU Mississippi State game, or not? Ole Miss and LSU game?
Yeah, I watched some of it. It was on in the background. Dude's awesome.
Do you know where he came from?
No. Chambliss?
Ferris State. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, wow. No.
So he played on the Division II national championship team last year. Do you know who they routed on the way to that?
Would that be OCU?
UCO.
UCO.
Yep. They got a taste of him.
What's his first? It's something. It's Chambliss is his last name.
Yeah, it's something kind of different, like freight train.
Yeah, he really announced himself over the past couple weeks. For sure.
Looking it up right now. Ole Miss quarterback. Trinidad.
Yes.
Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss. Yes. Great name. Great college football name.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some good ones out there. You know, even in NFL right now. Jackson Dart. I mean, come on. That's got
dude. Great quarterback name, and he was fun to watch on Sunday.
What a great pick for the Giants.
Good job. And losing the league neighbors. Oh my gosh, that would. They probably might have beat the Chiefs if they had Jackson Dart in that game.
He's pretty good.
Russell Wilson throwing it at the literal goalpost of the game was just insane behavior.
So, what are your thoughts on the Cowboys tie Monday night or Sunday night?
Yeah, why do we do this? Is my question. I think I have just a weird feeling about ties in the NFL. It's like the only sport that you have overtime and then you're still going to leave it as a tie. Like, I know that's the way it's been for years, but I hate it. And if that game was played another 2 minutes, somebody would have scored.
Yep.
You know, I think that's what frustrates me. It's not a 3-3 tie where it's like we should probably just end this game.
It was kind of a 3-3 tie. No, I guess it wasn't. Yes, it was.
And
if you started over, it was a 3-3 tie.
Sure, but 40. I mean, yes, in overtime, but 40-40 game. Like, you didn't think somebody was gonna break the tie? Like, I hated it.
So frustrated there at the end when, well, first of all, they have the ball at 2, and you can't get in. I mean, that's just, I mean, something's wrong with that. I mean, you don't run the ball enough. You know, why didn't you try the quarterback draw again? I mean, they were just.
Javonte Williams has been money at the goal line, too. Yeah.
And
dude just runs hard.
Why don't you just go for it here? Because you know, on 4th and 4, or whatever it was, you know, because they lost 2 yards. And then don't get me started on calling that sack on that Micah Parsons. So, help me out. I know I'm getting off track here. Help me out. In the NFL, is it not where the ball is when your knee goes down? Not where your knee goes down?
It should be where the ball is, yeah.
Well, they marked him down where the knee went down. And the ball was clearly a yard down the field past the line of scrimmage. But they called it a sack anyway because they marked him. If you go back and look at the play, they marked him down exactly where his knee landed. And he was leaning forward. He was at least a yard.
Interesting.
So go back and look at that if you have time. But anyway, it's like, and they called it a sack, and of course Dak kind of like, well, you guys got to have something to talk about. So he was.
Yes, on the 4th and. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he was leaning forward there. I was confused.
Was that a college spot or was that a pro spot?
I don't know. That was a bad spot. I remember. I know what you're talking about now.
It was like, what? It didn't really matter, but it would have put him a yard closer. But I mean, but I would if I was Brian Schottenheimer and you really want to show your stones, just go for it there, because you already know you haven't stopped them all day. You might as well just go for it there and put the pressure on them to score a touchdown. Because if you
they wouldn't get the ball back. The game would have been over.
Left, 4 minutes left in the game, left in overtime, and you kick a field goal, and they get the same amount of, they get a whole, and plus you could have run more time off the clock. They barely got that kick.
But the game would have been over because in regular season overtime, the Packers don't get the ball back if they score a touchdown.
Yeah, they did.
So he should have gone for it there.
Yeah, they would have gotten the ball because somebody's got to score.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, yes. If they miss it.
But until somebody. But they should have. It was tied. And I get the point. You kicked the field goal to break the tie and hang on for dear life.
Oh, yes. I know. Okay, I got you. I got what you're saying.
They were going to kick a field goal to tie it. I mean,
not with 3 timeouts.
Yeah, just go for it. Put the pressure on to score a touchdown. And
because it would have been real tough.
They might have scored one, but I'll tell you another thing too. I don't know if you're watching. Nobody was set on that last play, so and they would have gotten a 10-second runoff and never would have got the kickoff. So why did that not get called? Because when they,
I don't know, man. Officiating is bad.
I mean, it's just. Are you going to call it on everybody or not? So I don't know. Anyway, look. You know how I am about the Cowboys, and I'm always going to maintain this. Look, they played really good for the most part. Their defense sucks, but the result's still the same. They're 1-2-1. I don't even know if Mike McCarthy's still the coach if they're not with the same record. I see a better football team. I see better culture, but I want to see some wins. I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of we got a bad call, or we need tied, or we don't have no defense. Just win some flipping football games, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I get it.
Win. That's what you're supposed to do. And you got your quarterback over there just smiling from ear to
ear. Right. I think. I don't know. I will say this: they look a whole lot better than I thought they would.
They look better.
Not that it matters.
I agree.
Not that it matters.
They're still losing.
But I get it. But their offense is as good as anybody's. Like having Pickens, having Javonte Williams,
they are better.
And still CD. They're tough. They're not going to go out quietly, which is not what you want.
They didn't have CD last week. Their best player.
Yeah, Pickens was great.
But they didn't have CD on the field, and they almost beat the Packers.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
My comment was, I don't know if I sent it to you guys or not. I think I did. Packers spent all this money on Micah, and they made a whole big deal about making fun of Jerry for letting him go. Packer fans. Mm-hmm. And then you still couldn't beat us.
Yeah, it's because now you're just a Jerry defender. He hears you, he heard you, and that's why he invited you to the game. Yeah. The Chiefs game.
Yes.
He heard you defending him. I like that guy. Come on up to my suite.
I have been a little defensive with Jerry this whole season.
You have. It's very weird. It's off-centering a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
You protect your guys.
Hey, look, last year was complete opposite because I didn't hardly watch a game all last year. And now I'm going to a game, so something's up, right?
Yeah, you can't game cast that while you're at the game.
You can't?
You shouldn't, because you're there.
Huh?
I mean, you can watch the game cast.
House and just watch. Go to the clubhouse.
Then give me your ticket, gosh darn it. The Chiefs are playing.
Something else to do.
Give me your ticket if you're going to watch the game cast.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. All right. So
it's not going to go well.
We've had. They're going to lose the game because they'll go. Look, Thanksgiving Day, they'll play lights out, but they'll still lose, and they'll lose to something goofy. So just get ready for it.
Not with the Chiefs. What are you talking about?
And another thing, too, mark my words, Brandon Aubrey's going to break the field goal record this year.
Dude is nuclear. He is nuclear.
They're going not only that, they're going to probably lose a game over it.
The kickers have lost their minds in the NFL lately.
There's a lot of them that could kick 60, 70 plus. Right?
Cam Little from Jacksonville, who kicked 70-yard field goal in preseason.
Yeah. So
that's my fantasy kicker almost in every league.
But I think at the expense of a win, they'll do it.
No.
Yeah. Well, just go back and look at when Emmitt Smith broke Walter Payton's record. It was more important for him to break that record at home than it was to win the game. It was.
It's going to be commands from Jerry. We got this guy that's really good. He's the best thing on our team right now. Give him his record.
Give him his record. I don't care if
give him his record.
And Jerry walks that into he works it for everything it's worth. So, all right.
Sure.
So 4 weeks in the NFL season, college football 5 weeks. We have actually had our picks called games of the week twice. So there's been 20 games, and neither one of us have done very well. 2 weeks ago when we did our predictions, you were 6-4. I was 5-5.
Okay.
And then last week,
what?
I'm looking for it.
Well, okay.
Sorry, I know you can't see it. I don't remember what the record is. So after 2 weeks, I don't know where I put it. I know what it is. I just don't know where I put the records down. Anyway, you are 9-11, and I'm 11-9.
All right, so I'm 2 games behind. Huh?
You missed 4 out of 5 college games last week.
I was feeling spicy, and I was wrong.
Well,
I was wrong about everything.
Very much better. I think you were. So I was 6-4 this week. You were 3-7, I think, is what it was. Something.
Yeah.
So, or 4-6, because you missed 4 college games.
Yeah.
So you picked. Sorry, hold on. I know I got dead air going on here.
You're good.
Yeah. But I don't know why I didn't write the results down here. I had it on something. So you had Penn State, Georgia. You picked USC. You picked LSU. You picked A&M. You missed 4 of those.
Yeah.
And then Philly, Tampa Bay. You had Tampa Bay. You had Jacksonville. You got that one. You had Miami. You had Houston. You had Minnesota, I believe.
Yeah.
So you were 3-7.
Ugh.
So anyway,
Gross.
I'm 9. You're 9-11. So right, we're close. This week, and I already lost it. I'm dying here.
Here, I'm gonna shift. I'm turning off my camera for just a second. I'll be right back with you.
Are you still on?
But I'm listening. Yeah, I'm still on.
All right,
I'm still on.
So those listening for the first time, we do college football, 5 games in college, and then we do 5 games in the pros. And as you heard in the last 2 weeks, KC is 9-11, I'm 11-9. So we're neck and neck all the way. Starting out this week, we have 5 games and I'll just go ahead and run most of the games, and then we'll go predict. So we got Clemson at North Carolina, Oklahoma State at Arizona, Texas at Florida, University of Miami at Florida State, and then Mississippi State at Texas A&M. So Clemson Tigers, it's Clemson Tigers against North Carolina, the Bill Belichick's, the Fighting Bill Belichick's. I'll start out with this one. I'm going Clemson all the way.
Same.
Okay. So we agree. All right, Oklahoma State at Arizona State. I'll let you have this one first.
Arizona State.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I want to pick. No, it's not Arizona State. I'm sorry. It's Arizona.
Well, I'm still gonna. Yeah, I'll stick Arizona still.
Still going with Arizona?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Texas at Florida.
Texas.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, and then Miami at Florida State.
Oh, that's a toughie. Miami.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one too. Although part of me wants kind of.
I wonder if they have a bounce back game. That this is a trap game that Florida State had last week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what?
I'm still. Okay, I'll take Miami.
Gotta oppose you a little bit. Mississippi State at A&M.
Gosh, Mississippi State is so tough, but I think it's gonna be a good game. But I'm still gonna go A&M.
I agree. Okay, that's our 5 college games, and then our 5 pro games are San Francisco at the Los Angeles Rams, Detroit at Cincinnati, Washington at the Los Angeles Chargers, the Kansas City Chiefs at Jacksonville, and Dallas at the New York Jets. All right,
Okay.
out here. San Francisco at LA Rams. I'm going the Rams.
Same. That's tomorrow, and the Rams or the Niners have a bunch of guys out tomorrow. They're hurt.
Detroit at Cincinnati.
Detroit.
I would like to see Cincinnati get a win, but without Burrow, it ain't
Yeah,
good. Washington at LA Chargers. This should be a good one.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go Washington on that one now.
I hate to do it, but I'm gonna agree with you because I love Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
So, all right, and our 2 favorite teams are we'll do Dallas game first because that's probably going to be a much worse game than the one your Chiefs are in. And I'll go first. Dallas at New York Jets. I'm going to pick the Jets.
You just stop it. This is an emotional hedge pick.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it's the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to win that game.
Just remember the last couple of times they played the Jets, they've gotten hammered.
Yeah.
Including one in Dallas. So.
I don't think so.
Okay. And then your Kansas City Chiefs go to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It should be an interesting game, but I just think they're right high, so I'm going to go with the Chefs.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Those are our picks for the week. If we do a show next Wednesday, which will be a miracle because we haven't done 2 in a row in like a year.
Yeah, we're bi-weekly at this point, but
that way, although I don't like it. But it kind of
I know.
You and me, it's been kind of rough. Tell people about us. I have the devotion ready to go, so I just go right into it. But just give some people a little background on who we are and what we do.
We are Faithletic The Podcast. Okay, we are live here on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock on YouTube. We have a lot of old videos that you can watch. Our archives are deep because we have been doing this for 6 years now. 7 years now. We have done this. And you can go back and check some great guests that we've had. We've had a lot of great guests on here. And you can go check out our archives on YouTube. There's some on Twitch as well. Just type in Faithletic The Podcast. But we call it Faithletic because we always like to end our time here with a devotion because we both are followers of Jesus. And so that's why we call it Faithletic, and we end our show with a devotion that we like to call Daily at the Cross.
Daily at the Cross. So I incorporate a little bit of football, of course, in this devotion, as a lot of them are. I mean, we try to implement some sort of sports or quote or something. And so I'm kind of a follower of authors who have, when they center a book around a theme. Of course, that's kind of the common thing for authors. They have a catchy phrase. And one of the things I heard a couple of years ago, initiated by a gentleman by the name of Jim Collins, but you probably have heard this used before by the head football coach, University of Georgia. And when he first got to the Georgia Bulldogs, he implemented a process, and he told the athletes there, you know what your problem is? You've gotten too comfortable being good.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were good, but they always went a little bit short. And you know what good is?
What is it?
It's the enemy of great.
Oh yeah, that's that will preach at the teaching level too as well.
Good is the enemy of great. We live in a culture where setting for good enough is often accepted, even applauded. In our spiritual walk, this mindset can be dangerous. Many believers stop pursuing God's full purpose for their lives because things are going well or they're doing better than most. But here's a sobering truth. Good is the enemy of great. Why? Because good enough numbs us to the call of excellence in the pursuit of God's best. It tricks us into complacency. We stop pressing forward and begin settling for spiritual maintenance instead of spiritual momentum. Jesus didn't die so that we could live pretty good lives. He came to us He came to give us life to the full. That's John 10:10, which one of those things in that, John 10:10, is the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Paul understood this. He didn't rest his spiritual achievements or past faithfulness. He said, one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind, and I press on. Paul wasn't content with this being good Christian. He was pursuing the great calling of Christ in his life. The biblical examples, Martha in Luke 10:38 through 42. She was doing good things, serving Jesus, but Mary chose the better or greater part, sitting at his feet. Mark 10:17 through 22. The young ruler followed the commandments, which was good, but he wouldn't give up his wealth to follow Jesus. Have I settled for being good when God is calling me to be great? It's one thing you should be asking yourself. Am I clinging to comfort, past successes, for comparison to others instead of pursuing God's highest for my life? This week, identify one of the areas of your life where you've been settling. Maybe it's in your prayer life, serving, giving, or relationships. And just ask, what would great obedience look like here? And from Philippians 3:13 and 14, and actually one of our Team Black events through the years, through 2013 to 2018, we did, or 19, we did 5 of these events. One of them, our theme was press on from this verse. One thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead, I press on towards the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. Press on, brother.
Press on.
Press on.
Absolutely.
All right, any parting words tonight?
No. God loves you. We love you. That's about all I got.
All right, well, I'll call you as soon as I get off the phone.
Okay.
Faithletic. I'm Coach, and I'm with
Casey.
And we are
Faithletic The Podcast.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great night. you.